Welcome, anime lady fans. Hi, you guys, and we're back. As you see from the title, why you should be reading Edens Zero.
You should.
And a spoiler talk at the middle end to the video of Edens Zero chapter 13 to 17 review. So we came back with Edens Zero reviews, guys, because we had a couple of viewers finally commenting if they want to see Edens Zero.
And actually, it's getting really good. Actually,
it's getting good.
It's getting better than before we thought it was.
Yeah.
And we're actually thinking about coming back to review more of Edens Zero chapters. So currently, right now, they're up to chapter 17. So this is actually
well, we're recording on Wednesday. Yeah. So this is what it is. So before we go fully dive in, Miguel,
Sam,
and if you're new to the channel, we review Edens Zero, Fairy Tail, Black Clover, One Piece, Seven Deadly Sins,
My Hero,
My Hero Academia, or technically the Japanese name if you're now new, Boku no Hero Academia. So guys, we review manga, but also review anime and Western animation movies as well, depending on the hype and how big it's like that for Superman, Constantine, the City of Demons, just like we did for New York Comic Con, all those plugs there. So guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to press that subscribe button, and also comment on your thoughts on why you should have you been reading Edens Zero, and why are you not reading Edens Zero. If you think it's boring, or you're not a big fan of Hiro Mashima's work, or you're not a big fan of the art style, or you think it's just all friendship or whatnot, all this stuff. So let us know down in the comments below if you think it's all that. If not, let us know. Or if you think we suck, right? We suck. That's it. Not suck other stuff, but just saying we suck in general. That's it. Other than that, with all the meat out of the way, let's get down to the intro, because a lot of fan service has been going on. I have how Sam been telling me, because to be honest, I fell off after we started reviewing it. I have been spoiled about Sam with the pictures and stuff that's been going on.
Oh, there's still a lot of stuff, because this is all just the fan serving stuff.
Yeah.
The fan service stuff that I showed you. But there's still really good some action and fight scenes as well. And Shiki, wow, he knows how to fight. Yeah,
in the first couple of 10 pages, I'm sorry, 10 chapters, it's honestly a great series when I read it. Because I felt after we did our last review for the YouTube channel was number 12, and honestly I love it. It was a good series starting off and everything with Shiki and with Rebecca, even though she looked exactly the same like Lucy from Fairy Tail. She looked exactly the same. However, I like her character more because she's more aggressive. She's more of a fighter. She doesn't really depend on Shiki. She does depend on him, but because she's more shocked of who he is and how he's a fighter. I like that. But she will stand her ground. If she feels like she's gonna knock you out, she will knock you out. And that's what I like about her character more than Lucy.
Yeah, because she's actually more stronger. She actually uses guns instead of using keys.
Yeah, I
think we can all love a good gunslinger girl.
Oh yes,
there's a lot of guns.
And there's a perfect time to be some kind of Western gun, because right now a lot of people are hyped for the Red Redemption game too. So it's perfect time to wear a little cowboy hat and be like Lucy. Pew 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 pew.
Also, guys, there's a fan service cover of Rebecca and
wearing a little cowboy hat.
A really sexy pose.
Oh my God! When Sam showed me that in the group chat, I was like, "Woo!" I'm about to go to my tablet and turn off the lights and be like, "I'm going to sleep, Mom, babe. Good night."
Hey, keep this PG 13 at least, or at least young adults, like you see in those manga books in the library, you know, special Ray? Young adult.
Little plug for you, Ray, and for the podcast for the first episode right there.
Yeah.
But honestly, how did you love the first couple of chapters of Edens Zero? Like, why do you think people should be reading it? Other than me saying of Shiki and Lucy being a better character than of Rebecca being a better character than Lucy, what other things would you add to them?
Well, with Shiki, we know that he looks like Gray and Natsu the same thing together, but it actually makes the best of both worlds of both Natsu and Gray together. So it's what makes Shiki a great character and a good, cool fighter. He's like has the fighter of Natsu, but he also has the personality of Gray as well.
That's what I love about him as well.
If you notice, there were certain parts where Shiki was shirtless, just like Gray was, and he gets how come you're still shirtless? Like, oh right, I'm supposed to get some clothes and stuff like that. This is just like Gray habit, his own emotions, how he is in this like fairy tale he was.
Agreed.
He's also like with Rebecca as well. I love Rebecca more than Lucy. But then like Hiro Mashima, it's actually using a lot of sexual fan service jokes. Same with what we did with Lucy. Same thing is doing with Rebecca. But you know, it'll still be censored in certain ways. But you know,
will the leaves be on top of the area and somehow some type of bubbles coming out of nowhere and just be blocking there? I'm like, really? Just happy to fall on top of the boob section?
They can't.
Sure.
They can't see the nips. You know.
Because
no matter how many times I want to say free the nips, we can't do that.
Once to show the nips is technically called hentai. That's technically what it is. This is technically called fan service.
I wouldn't say that's true. Dragon Ball, Bulma, wink wink.
Okay, technically it'll be technically it'll be called ecchi. Technically, once it does, it could become more ecchi.
I guess you could, but
so like
you actually do see the nips in Dragon Ball.
I know, but then that's why I said ecchi is better the format for the word.
True.
Because High School DxD is an ecchi show, not hentai. So I really love that show a lot.
Yeah.
But other than that, I will agree about Shiki very much because Shiki, I like his character. Is a very not dense character, but it's a better start off when you first read or watch Fairy Tail. The first you saw Natsuo is just an aggressive fighter, explosive and everything. Shiki's the same, but he's more smart the way he fights.
Yeah,
he's not explosive the way he make explosion, fire everywhere and everything. Shiki's more smart and seems like he's better at hand-to-hand combat. It seems like it.
Yeah, he is actually better at hand-to-hand combat because he was trained by his grandfather, the Demon King himself. And like the Demon King's a really powerful dude. We're not doing any spoilers yet, but in a couple of chapters, when he was a kid, he was trained by the Demon King himself, his grandfather.
Okay.
And he was just as strong, had to learn what he needed to do, learn from him. Right before like the Demon King passes away, Shiki has to learn from himself. Afterwards, he was gone. That's how growing up is. Like after your mentor is gone and he taught you what you needed to do, it's up to you to adapt and try to be stronger yourself. Same way with Fairy Tail disbanding for the year. Everybody has to start training for the year themselves, be stronger however they can or do what they need to do.
Somehow to get some fire stronger.
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Like Natsu somehow has a stronger fire breath and like a stronger punch, and the opponents that he couldn't even stand a chance with, he just beats it with one fire breath and stuff like that.
Somehow.
I mean, technically, it does make sense. It is making more sense with Edens Zero.
Yeah.
And I'm liking this much better because Fairy Tail is a little bit everywhere, and it's always the power of friendship that needs to win.
Yep.
But at least with this, there's actually a better development of before the adventure. Is a bit more character adding up and coming into this new story, how their own little bit of their backstory, how they got together, and then you start your adventure from there.
Agree from that.
That's where I kind of like that kind of pace.
There's something I like about the space of Edens Zero, the idea about not space itself, like how it's so distant, but the idea of you have time travel condensed in it. You have a world of planets that you could not, because we never went away from the Fairy Tail Guild. We went to other guilds slowly, but we always felt like it's such an island. It was all one island. You just had to travel with a boat, to travel with a train, but it felt such a small place though. Never felt like they weren't distant, like far away. It didn't feel like it, but here in Edens Zero, you feel like they're going somewhere miles and miles away. Like you feel it because of spaceship. You feel like the time travel aspect. All that feels like it's real world. Like it's more realistic, and that's what I love about that.
And yeah, like I know it's supposed to be science fiction, but it seems more not non-science fiction. It seems pretty relatable, pretty real. Like Star Trek, these things can happen, or Back to the Future. I mean, things can happen. You know, it's plausible and it can be really true with Edens Zero. If that's not going to convince you to read Edens Zero,
I really highly suggest it.
I would suggest it to just give it a chance.
As the first couple of episodes, if you want to compare Fairy Tail, or the first couple of pages first couple of chapters, pues puta mierda maricón. My Spanish just came out there. I apologize about that.
Yeah, you're good.
My first couple of chapters of Fairy Tail, or first couple of episodes of the anime Fairy Tail, if you're comparing it to the first 10 chapters of Edens Zero, I will give it to Edens Zero. It's more entertaining, even though it's fan service, but it's entertaining because the story is better. I feel like he learned from his mistakes of Fairy Tail and of Rave Master, and he condensed both Rave Master and Fairy Tail and put characters that worked for him and felt like it was a lot better into Edens Zero, and I feel like it's working a lot better, and I'm loving it as a reader, as a fan, and as a person who like his work. I feel like Edens Zero is his best one, and then I would probably put Rave Master as a second and Fairy Tail as third, not because of which is better, it's just that which I enjoy as a story.
I would agree with you there.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of do like Rave Master a little bit more.
Actually is a better, I didn't expect that.
Because the story for Rave Master is actually a little bit more sadder. I feel more emotional connection with Rave Master than with Fairy Tail.
I agree.
But the thing was that what messed up Fairy Tail was so bad was the people that died always just comes back to life in the next couple of chapters.
There's no tragedy, like
there was no death.
Like for that One Piece. Spoilers for people if there's not been known around it. His brother died. And if it's on Naruto, his master died. I'm not gonna say who just in case you guys haven't seen it. In Black Clover, someone died in the manga as well. It feels like those things are condensed and make the story more real. It makes it more true. That's what I like about it very much. About Edens Zero. It looks like if somebody dies, it will be real. Cause there's no there's time travel, but there's no something like there's two people of themselves. Of the Professor Wiz, there's two of them, the old one and the young one. Yeah. So something like that is not the same person. It's two different personalities, and it's two different persons that want to be the old geezer wants to be with woman. With the young guy, Professor Wiz just wants to steal stuff and just wants to be a popular dude with the ships and stuff like that.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, not just time travel too, but and they actually maneuvered it really well of how to say like they're not destroying any time paradox, they're not messing with this time, and I'm actually really like how they're actually approaching this. And it makes so much sense, and it's working perfectly for them. That I've never thought of this, like never thought this was possible. But yeah, it's a great angle.
And it's done well.
I've seen so many time travel movies and shows and stuff like that, and they always try to say like, don't mess with time, or you're gonna mess up the future. And then, but this, literally, it's not.
And it's not done. And it's not done in a lot of mangas. Yeah. Comic books is done by the Justice League, the Flash, Marvel, with some issues.
Heavily.
The Legion of Superheroes in DC. Those things are done. But in the manga, you don't see it very much. So I really love that. But we really talk a lot about the non-spoiler stuff and why you should read it. And we didn't convince you already. We're not gonna convince you no more. But if you guys have read it, you want to get to spoiler stuff of what happened in the past 5 chapters of 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, the past 5 chapters, then this will be a spoiler talk. It's gonna be the most important things that have happened. Same with Throw You. I'll just be here to be like, what the fuck? What have I missed? Why should we continue reading? Because I'm the one that hasn't been cut up. So Sam, spoiler talk right there.
Okay.
Popping up. Spoiler talk.
Alright, chapter 13 is a chapter where Shiki fights the Scarlet Robot, or Elsie, the Urza lookalike.
Yeah.
In chapter 13, you have backstories of Shiki when he was a kid training with the Demon King, and like he was teaching how to use his ether gear of gravity, because it took Shiki a month to learn ether gear, which usually for other people it takes them years.
Of course.
But he learned it in a month. And I'm guessing you thank that to the Demon King himself, you know?
Of course.
But then the thing was that the Demon King never finished training him before he died. So the Demon King is dead. He is dead. He confirmed that he's dead. He died in that same planet island that Shiki was in.
Oh, okay.
He died first before all the other robots died.
So he was a robot.
He was a robot.
Oh, okay, wow.
And so Shiki starts remembering about his past, how to better use his ether gear, and his grandfather keeps telling him like, no, I don't want to hear that. I want to be stronger. I don't want to hear I want to be stronger. I don't want to hear that you will be stronger.
You are stronger. I knew it. I guess that, Chuck. I guess that you are stronger.
You have to keep saying that to yourself. You're stronger. You're stronger. You're stronger, and that's how you will be able to keep going.
Honestly, that's a nice. And that's method that he taught his grandson. Like, I feel like that's
never
a good
give
lesson.
it to a past, never say it to a future. You're saying it now in front of his face to keep him motivated, to make him say he's stronger.
I like
and
that.
That was perfect. That was great. And that's the best motivation thing I've ever heard since Rocky. Rocky Balboa.
That's a good one. Honestly, that's a good. I really like that. I really want to reach out to Churchill right now just for that line. Because that's really true. Because that's something that I tell myself, I'll do better tomorrow. But that's something that's right. I'll do better now, so tomorrow it will be better because of yesterday. That's a good one.
So that was the fight for chapter 2.
And
he beats the robot LC, and it turns out to be a mimic. Now we're talking about chapter 14. He's a mimic. The thing that he beat up wasn't the real LC, of course, and the reason why she made her say like the robot and mimic whatever say those things is to motivate Shiki to be strong, to see how powerful he is and how much stronger than he is, because the Demon King was just as strong. Like of course she wasn't really a villain. We all can see that because she's like Urza from Fairy Tail. But because technically that ship that they're on, Shiki, Rebecca, Whis, Happy, and Pino, this ship was actually the Demon King ship itself.
And that's why you said that the ship is called Edens Zero.
Correct. Yes, it is.
That I didn't know because you told me about it.
Because actually that's in the next chapter. But
pretty dope. The pretty dope has chapter 15.
Yeah.
Dope.
So, but then continue with chapter 14. There actually is we know there's an Urza lookalike and there's like a Jalal lookalike as well.
Oh wow.
And like remember back then in Fairy Tail where Jalal was like part of the Council 13 and stuff, like Council 12, whatever.
Yeah, Council 12. Yeah.
He's kind of like the same thing for here.
Of course.
In the Justice division, the police division, that sort of stuff like that.
Wow.
But I have a feeling they're gonna end up together, you know, because it's Urza and Jalal kind of relationship kind of thing. So what Elsie does is that she and her crew, like they already have a lot of the same kind of ships anyway. He has a platoon fleet. And it's like, okay, well we won't leave yet until Shiki and everybody escapes, which they do. They warp drive escapes. Once they escape, we're like, all right, cool. I mean, we're friends now.
Dope.
Because like how she sees
some water.
Sorry. Because how Elsie sees it was because she owes the Demon King everything because she was like its kid, like she was like a mentor. She was his mentor, and she was saying like, all right, after this ship we're even. Like, no, we're not. You were friends with my grandpa. I mean, of course, if you're friends with my grandpa, you're gonna be friends with me too. I was like, you're just like your grandfather, the Demon King. And it's like, I hope we see each other again. We're now friends. Boop, out.
Damn, that's crazy.
And then chapter 15 now, we learn the ship itself has its own AI that we saw. Yeah, there's an AI in the ship. And she is like a big female robot. Well, she's female. We're gonna say that no matter what. And
he showed me some pictures of that, and
she looks really fan service.
I love her though. The stuff that she did in the pictures he sent me in the group chat and everything. I like.
It's fun.
Damn, why haven't I continued reading Edens Zero by now? By all the pictures Sam has shown me, by her grabbing the boobs and by her saying bark, bark.
Let me get to that. Because she is the ship. She's the AI and she is the ship. Whatever that's going around.
The best example? She reminds me of now the Legend of Tomorrow ship.
Yes. That's like I was like, damn, that's a good example for this. Exactly like that.
Shiki is Rip Hunter.
Yeah.
And the ship is
that AI robot.
How about what was his name?
Fuck! Gideon. That was it.
Woo!
Gideon. Yeah. So this AI is like Gideon in a way, but she has her own physical form where she can touch.
The title should be. Why should we Edens Zero? Edens Zero chapter 17 review if you're all fit. Legends of Edens Zero.
You got it. No, we got our title. But yeah, Shiki complained saying like, how come you let the ship get so dirty? Because all the insects, all these octopus arms or insect or whatever bug, that stuff. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's been a long time. I was been asleep this whole entire time. Let me clean up the place. And she used the same similar magic as 7 Deadly Sins, Purge. And it's like, you know, you could have think of a better name.
You could have said literally demolish. That would have been found.
I mean, I'm alright if you're gonna make it really simple and like corny and say
demolish.
clean up.
That too. Oh, clean up, clean up. Everybody's starting to clean up.
It's funny. Lucy. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Lucy. Rebecca sang the same song too because the first thing she cleaned up was the pool, the bath. Because there was a big bath. You know,
and
we're gonna have a big bath scene. No, not a shower scene. It's a big bath scene where you're gonna see certain images, but they're censored in the perfect way.
Somehow, perfectly.
And the water that seems to be within that bathtub that's running within the ship actually activates ether gears
for her
power. And she didn't know she had ether gear. She usually had the guns because that's Happy, and she could just fire ether bullets and stuff like that. It turns out she actually has an ether gear herself too, and she was actually able to activate it because of the water. And apparently the water also helps activate for machines too, because they can feel it. And some reason they have the robot. The Happy was also bathing too, and he could feel the water as well and stuff like that.
Pretty dope. He just felt like some type of nutrition. It's like if you have read the Black Clover manga as well, it's like how Asta and them went into the lava, into a volcano, and they felt like the magic there. The only person that didn't feel it was Asta because he had no magic, but the other people that went through the whole training session, they felt that magic of their powers going because of how the fire is so special to bring your powers more stronger and all that crap. So something that kind of reminds me is very similar to that.
Pretty much. Okay. So pretty much have more fan service. Rebecca was like on those massage bed. AI's giving her.
I want to join her in that as well. I saw the picture sent me. I like yo Rebecca. Any little side dish?
It's implied. Like all that massage stuff is implied.
Her face reaction, yo, the way Hiro drew her face reaction, I loved it. I'm like, oh. That kind of party.
Because well, Happy had his kind of massage, but it was like a more like pleasure tortured.
Agreed.
It kind of made you second guess, like, wait, is this even kid friendly anymore? This is teen adult right there. Teen adult right there.
And honestly, I like that. I hope it continues. If this becomes anime, yo, this is definitely gonna be considered an ecchi anime, and I'm fine with it. And I'm fine that he moved his genre or making the genre more adult-like. If that's his choice or the editor's choice, whatever it was, I'm happy it is because I'm loving it. The comedy, the fan service, I'm enjoying this for what it was and for what it is.
If it's gonna have its own anime, you know it's gonna have its own sound effects too, right?
Oh my god, I can't wait. I really can't.
Because while Rebecca was getting that massage, she was giving that sound effects.
Yeah.
And yeah.
The comedy right there. I just can't wait to start reading it again. And to let you guys know, like, oh my god. Next week, chapter 18. Oh my god, I'm cut up, guys. Boom, I can't wait to say that.
Okay, so turns out the ship can't go into find Mother yet, because that's the whole the Demon King's main goal was to find Mother himself.
As well,
like his original goal was to find Mother, but he couldn't do it. He just came back because his time was about to run out. He was about to die. But when he came back with Shiki.
Oh, okay.
So he came back with Shiki, raised him as we saw from the island, and just trained him from there.
Did the AI know that who he was?
Yes, because the moment Shiki sat on the throne room of the Demon King, it activated and he became the next Demon King.
Oh, he became the next Demon King.
Yeah, that ship, because the ship is the Demon King's ship, and only the Demon King can activate it, or else you have the same ether gear as him, which he does.
Fucking dope.
So he becomes the next Demon King.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, so it's not, apparently Demon King doesn't mean an evil tyrant kind of demon that destroys kingdoms and everything. It just makes you the captain of your own ship. And
so he's like the captain.
That's cool, and that was the reason why.
I'm the captain now. I'm the captain.
That's the reason why the ship is called Edens Zero, and because he's now the new captain of Edens Zero.
So we were right when we first read this series back in the first couple of chapters that this reminds a lot like Star Trek.
Yeah, it really is.
It really reminds me of Star Trek, like him being his own captain. Like hopefully nobody wears no type of red shirt, because if they wear red shirt, they're out. But I'm loving Edens Zero for what it is, and for what it explained to me now, it's getting me excited to know about the ship now, to see his new outfit and the way he just becomes a commander in a way.
Yeah, they all have their new costumes. Rebecca gets his new costume, she gets a new costume, even Happy gets his new costume. Wiz gets his new costume too. but he's still kind of a mixed random size because he's not really part of the crew, but he'll just be on his own way, and maybe in some desperate situation he will come back as a permanent
And
crew.
how about the doll?
Pino?
Yeah, Pino.
She was having some doubt of herself. She didn't know what to do because her original master is the Demon King. It wasn't Professor Weiss himself, it was the Demon King that created her. And she doesn't know what her purpose was.
And now...
But learning that Shiki is the grandson, she decides to follow Shiki and have him be in control. And not just that, as a friend as well. Because, his own friendship is, hey, you want to make friends?
That's a beautiful story. That's honestly a beautiful story. And what else to add before we go?
16 and 17 was that there's actually more AIs for the ship. You need to find more AIs in order to go into the Dragon Falls, which is cool. Like a waterfall of dragons in a way is what it's called. But you need to find 3 other AI sisters.
Is it the same ship?
It's supposed to be within the Demon King's command. I guess they're part of the they're called witches. The AIs are called witches.
That's a nice name for it. I like that.
Yeah, Demon King, witches, makes sense. And the witches are like his second in command kind of situation that can make his ship even better.
Dope.
So they're on the search for the sisters. They go back to Blue Garden, went back to the guild, saw that bitch, the VTuber bitch.
Oh yeah.
That keeps making fun of Rebecca, and she really is a bitch. She makes fun of her, insults her, flirts with Shiki. Like, yo, you want to be in my next video? You want to be in my next video?
Do you guys want to be in our next video?
Hey. And this is kind of what she was doing. And then there was supposed to be an assassin. Well, not really an assassin, a kidnapper scene that's supposed to take all the VTuber women.
Wow.
And then
kidnapper right there for YouTubers. Guys, be careful.
It's also part of the scenes where my job is to take her home with me. When I first read that, it's like, at least buy her dinner first. If you're gonna take her home with you.
If you're gonna kidnap her, at least cook for her or something.
I mean, if you're gonna take her home with you, at least buy her dinner. At least
cook for her, buy her food, make her feel like she's rich, At least you're gonna go treat her like that.
Make her feel special,
Agreed.
And she's a VTuber star, even though she's not the
most popular
kindest girl. She's popular in a way. Where
definitely true.
Because there is a really sick guy that's been turning girls into stones and using them as tables.
Oh yeah, that was sad.
Statues, posing and all that stuff, and it was exposing their body too. Damn. And apparently the next person on the list is Rebecca. Oh damn.
But her outfit was dope though. I saw the picture. Her outfit was
sexy.
good.
No, she's sexy.
I love her outfit. But other than that, what's to add before we go? Because we have this great non-spoiler review and this great spoiler review. This is a good, almost 30-minute review already.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it's been great. It's really good for fan service, but it wasn't just that. It was also good action, good story, good everything. It's
getting me hyped to go back and read it right now. So for us to review, guys, for you next week, for this to be up and tomorrow, for you guys to watch it.
So yeah, I honestly do recommend continue doing Edens Zero, and we will definitely be back with chapter 18 for the next Edens Zero review.
Next week Wednesday we'll be recording and give it to you guys next week Thursday for guys.
And also Fairy Tail's 100 requests as well.
Plug for that. Hope you guys are watching it and enjoying it. If not, so let them down in the comment below if you're interested for Fairy Tail's 100 requests, because we do highly recommend it. It's one of the best spin-offs of Fairy Tail, the original series, guys. I highly recommend it. Other than that, what would you rate chapter 17 since that's the most recent?
17, I give it 4 out of 5. It was actually good. Give it a good intro. What's going on in Blue Garden? We're technically Rebecca's supposed to meet the master of the guild.
Dope.
Happy goes with her. Pino and Shiki goes on an exploring tour within Blue Garden.
Dope.
We learn about another new person, and we learn about sister or something like that. It could be a gang or a person. We don't really know about it yet. And it's actually cool. There's more robots. There's actually a real android now. It's like a cyborg android.
Crazy. There's a lot of things going on in Edens Zero. Hope you guys have watched it. I watched this whole video of Edens Zero, of why you should be reading it, and why the Legends of Tomorrow of Edens Zero will be popping out for you guys. So as always, Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AnimeLinkGNG, where you'll be notified of everything we post and Twitter questions, everything. You guys know the drill. And guys, we also have a Facebook page.
Yeah, we have a like page too, you guys. The like page has all the news, let you know anything anime, manga related. We also talk about Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, Black Clover as usual. Also do Sword Art Online, Fairy Tail on Geo Quest, Fairy Tail the Final Series anime as well. So check it out, guys.
In addition to that, where you could talk to us and ask us questions before we do the recordings to know what you guys want to tell us or tell your theories. We have a Discord server run by Geeks Gamers. Join the server so we'll be notified of what you guys are there talking about. We'll get notifications every day. So let us know. Join the server of GNG of Discord.
And guys, we do have a podcast now, and I'm your host for the
main host right
podcast.
there.
And you can check out that podcast in Geeks and Gamers networks on iTunes and Podbean.
Yep.
And we have other amazing, great podcasts within that network too.
Sports Wars, Geeks and Gamers
Geeks.
Prime, Gaming with Geeks, and Pro Wrestling Nation. So join those so you can listen to all those podcasts of them up there. And hopefully, guys, if you think it's good, let us know down in the comment below of how you're doing a good job on the podcast as well and hosting it as well. Yeah. In addition to that, if you want to support us in any type of way, we have a Patreon page, guys. So from GNG, appreciate it. You want to support the company. Thank you very much, guys.
Help them, help us. That's how it works. Like Dr. Phil, you help me, help you, help them. You know?
Yes. It's a three-way way somehow, guys. And we have a couple of things for you guys to do. Yeah. Continue liking the video.
Comment on us, cause we want to know what you want to say. We want to hear from you
your
guys.
Thoughts.
Please just comment anything. Even saying hi. We'll say hello. What's up? How's it going?
And
how
start
you
a conversation.
Yeah.
And guys, don't forget to subscribe.
And guys, press the bell notification so that you know we have a new video coming up. You right?
And also share the video, guys. And everything I said is down in the description down below. So if you want to ignore this outro, just look at the description below. Link, click. That's it, guys. As always, hashtag Edens Zero, hashtag Edens Zero 17, and hashtag Mega Geeks, guys. Talk to you guys later.
Peace.